welcome to the channel. If you are returning, welcome. If you are new here, I am the Blunt Reader, and this is going to be a reading for the sign of Virgo. We are going to take a look at love for singles as well as those of you in relationships. We are also going to take a look at what is coming towards you in love, whether you're with somebody or not. We'll also be taking a look at career and finances, and then ending the reading with what you don't see, what you need to know, and your next steps. There is an extended video to this, so if you would like to go more in depth, then please click the Patreon link in my description box. If you would like to book a reading, that information is also in the description box. Anything you need to know will be there. So let's see, Virgo. Catcher in the Rye is what I'm hearing. I know that's a book, but I have no idea what it's about. Let me look. The main message of the Catcher in the Rye is that no single individual can save the world. Holden wants to protect all of the world's innocence to compensate for his brother Allie's death, but he starts to understand that he needs to let the people he loves, like Phoebe, take a risk. So maybe you need to learn how to let go. Maybe you have this hero complex. I won't say a complex, but you want to try to protect the people that you care about. You don't want them to be hurt. You don't want them to mess up their lives. You're like the protector, the mother, the father, that person. But it's like you gotta let people live their own lives. You can't be responsible for what other people choose to do. And it makes sense with this Queen of Pentacles being here. This is the mother of the earth, so this is definitely your energy, Virgo. We have the Hierophant, the Knight of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Seven of Wands, Six of Swords, Queen of Wands, the Chariot, and the Ten of Cups. With the Hierophant being here for the singles, it's like dreaming of what could be. But it's also about doing things by the book. So just as an overall energy, whether you're single or not, it's like you want people to do things by the book, maybe because you do things by the book. And there's definitely an energy of somebody who is not with that. You got the Queen of Wands, you have the Knight of Wands, you have fire sign energy here, Leo, Sag, Aries. But it's like you're trying to keep some sense of order. Maybe that's why, you know, something didn't work out in a relationship, because somebody was more so traditional and wanting things to be by the book, or wanting things to be done in one particular type of way. But then you have somebody else who kind of wants to be carefree. For some of you in a relationship, or you may not be in that relationship anymore, somebody wanted to take a job or wanted to do something. For some of you, it definitely feels like a job, especially with the Six of Swords being here, the Four of Cups, the Seven of Wands. All of this is talking about your career. So it's like something is being offered, but somebody is rejecting it or not seeing that it's there. But it's like something is being offered to somebody. For example, a job. A job is being offered to you. A job could be offered to your partner. And whoever this job is being offered to, it could involve you having to move, which could create distance between the two of you physically. Or it may cause some sort of strain on the relationship, maybe because it's already hectic with your work schedules, and this job would just add more stress. That could also be why there is some sort of friction, because somebody is wanting to do something or take an opportunity or take a risk, and you don't feel like it's the right thing to do. And maybe you don't feel like it's right for you to take a particular risk. And maybe you should be more open to doing that. The Knight of Wands being here for those of you in relationships, it still feels like wanting to go against this routine, this structure, this, I'm hearing ordinary. So whatever is ordinary for you within this connection is wanting something different. The Knight of Wands is always like an energy of wanting to break free, wanting to get out. Not always get out of the relationship, but get out, go see someplace, go be around different people, kind of live your own individual lives, even though you are still in a relationship. And what's coming towards you, regardless of your status, looks like a connection. So for some of you who are single, there's a connection coming towards you, and it could be your life partner for some of you that you may end up marrying, settling down with, whatever your ideal is when it comes to a long-term commitment. Some of you are single, somewhat single, in a situationship with somebody who may be married. We'll see in the extended. But I do want to clarify this Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant here? Everything is fine. The Four of Wands. Yeah, it looks like an ending to a marriage. Or some sort of long-term, long-standing relationship, or something you thought would be long-term. Stick to the protocol is what I'm hearing. It's like somebody's trying to save face. Everything is fine. Like, I got all these swords in me, but it's okay. Just continue to go through your everyday life. Keep the image. Keep the image. Keep it together. Don't let people see what you're actually going through. And what's going on with this Knight of Wands for couples? We have death. For some of you, this death energy is going to be an ending, but it just really feels like something needed to be transformed. Something that needs to be changed. Because it feels a little bit too routine for somebody. At any rate, there is a connection, it seems, coming towards you. A partnership of some sort. Doesn't always have to be romantic, but we are talking about love, so a soulmate connection. For some of you, this helps you see that there's something else. Like, you could be with somebody who actually wants the same thing that you want, who likes the same things that you like. Because maybe at some point, you and the person that you are with, or that you were on the same page. You did like the same things, but with death being here, we're talking about endings, we're talking about transformation, so people changing, and maybe in that change, you have kind of grown apart. With career and finances, we have something that is being offered to you, something that, again, either you're not paying attention to or you don't seem to want it. The Four of Cups is an energy of like just being apathetic. Nothing is exciting you. Nothing is going well. Everything is just very blah. But the Seven of Wands is about fighting to maintain some sort of position that you have achieved. Maybe that's why you don't want what's being offered, because it's like, no, I worked too hard to get here. I don't want to leave. Six of Swords. I don't want to take something else because I worked too hard to get here. Could be the same thing with a relationship. I worked too hard to get to this point in this relationship. I fought too much for this relationship, for this person. I changed too much for this person to just let it go. But with the Six of Swords, that's what it looks like is happening. I do feel like some of you are getting an offer, or the person that you are connecting with is getting an offer, and that offer is going to require relocation. That may put distance between you, which may cause issues in the connection. But for some of you, you want this move, you want this change, because that's what it seems like it is, some sort of change. And you could be the one who wants kind of freedom and change, and then there are people around you who are like, no, you shouldn't do that, you should do it this way. They don't want you to be the one who's taking the risk. Perfect poly is what I heard. I don't even know what that means. I mean, it seems like wanting to be perfect again, wanting to keep up the image, wanting to make sure that you don't let people see you be not perfect, not put together. It's like you're fighting hard to keep up a front. What is the Seven of Wands about? What is the Seven of Wands about for career and finances? We have the Devil. Fighting for something that you love, possibly, but something that you're attached to. And that's the problem. Like, are you actually fighting for it because you genuinely and truly want it? Or because there's just an attachment to it? An attachment to the idea, to the status, to the money, to the benefits of whatever it is. We shall see in the extended. For what you don't see, we have the Queen of Wands. So there could be a person that you're not seeing. A person of interest is what I'm hearing. Who is this Queen of Wands? What is the Queen of Wands' role? Ace of Cups. Could be this Two of Cups person. Because you have the Page of Cups right behind that with the Ace of Pentacles. So somebody who wants to offer you something, whether it has to do with love, relationships, or whether it has to do with work, or it could be both of them. But I feel like that's also what's being offered in this Four of Cups, and you're like, no, I don't want that. So we'll see how this Two of Cups, this Four of Cups, and this Queen of Wands all ties together, but I do feel like it is connected. Again, I don't feel like you're turning it down, or you may turn it down because you genuinely don't want it. It's just you're so fixated on it being in this way. Like, I want this thing because I fought so hard to get it. I don't want to have to start over. I don't want to have to do this again. I worked to get to this position, so this is the position that I want. I don't want to leave. I don't want to start over. It's an unhealthy attachment there. So what you should know is that this new thing that is being offered is going to be something that is successful, that allows you to move forward and get what it is that you want. You got the Ten of Cups here for your next steps. So if you are open to receiving what is here, if you will take this cup, this offer that is being extended, something that is stable, something that will bring you fulfillment, whether it's work or a relationship or friendship, whatever, then your next step is you reaching this Ten of Cups, is you reaching this happiness, which I feel is what you want, but you just feel like the happiness is attached to a certain thing that you've been fighting for. And so it's like, because I've been fighting for it, I don't want to just give it up. So you keep fighting for it. But fighting for it is just creating resistance. So maybe it's time to stop fighting. There you have it, Virgo. We are going to take a deeper look at this in the extended reading. Again, if you would like to get that, click the link in the description box for the Patreon. Until next time, I love you for free.